Morning, friends. Back at it in the shop today. Project I've been wanting to do for a long time. So anybody that's got these gas cans, Blitz, I don't think you can buy them anymore, but I inherited these from my dad, and of course, like just about everyone you see, the little yellow cap is gone. So the first thing I did is to keep the dust out and keep the fumes down if you put it in the trunk of a car, is I made some little plungers or stoppers out of an old cedar branch. You know, just cut it off, belt sanded it down till it fits, so that works good for that. But the next thing is, these things used to have a little vent cap on them, but at some point they got away from that. So what I decided to do was go ahead and come up with something that would work like that you could close. And the most economical solution were these little valve stems. These were called out, got these off Amazon, I don't know, or you can get them at Tractor Supply, World King, anywhere you go. But the diameter is 11.5 for the hole, which I'm not really sure what that is, but what I found that 9/16 works really good, and I got a 9/16 step drill. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put that hole in. I don't know if this is the best place, but I'm putting it right on this little flat that's in the can. And I have a piece of tape on there so I don't go too big. So once I just get it where I want it, I just go ahead and start it. Double check it, what it came out to be, and yeah, right at about 5.555.56. So that seems to be pretty ideal when you measure over this. This comes out at about 590, so gives you a little impression. And the land that these rest on is about the right thickness for these things. In order not to mess up my good gas cans, I did try it first on a piece of plastic that was about the same thickness to determine the right diameter. All right, so after that, I'm gonna take the core out. And once you got the core out, you gotta say to yourself, well, how am I gonna get this in there? Well, I thought of this after I started thinking through, but the idea is to put the valve stem the way it's gonna come out of the tank. So that would be backwards, see? So that's why you don't just go right at it. So the big end of the valve stem goes on a piece of all things baling wire, and there's a little hook on the end. Then what you do, once you get this to the right bend, you get it in and you get it past the handle. I'm not saying it's easy, but it was pretty easy. So at that point, I don't want to see all that, but at that point you can just go ahead and pull it through, and that comes right out there. really could pull it with the wire, but I don't. I just grab it and hold it, and then I get a pair of needle nose on it below where it's going to clamp, and then I'm just going to leave the wire on in case I drop it, but then I'm just going to go ahead and work it through. And there you go. So then all you gotta do is get the wire back out. That's where the needle nose come in handy again. Try not to mess up your bend. So the concept is that doesn't have the core in it anymore. So what you can do is when you want to pour, just take the cap off. Try not to lose it, but they're easily replaceable. And then when you want to pour, just take the cap off, hold it in your hand, and all should be good. So I will have to do a test to make sure, but anybody that fills with these knows that without that vent, it's a glug, glug, glug type of thing. So that's my project for today. And as you can see, I'm thinking it's going to be a pretty good seal. What I don't know is if it'll hold up to the gas or not, so that'll be more of a long-term type test. But for now, I got 4 of these 2 gallons and 1 5-gallon can that I'm gonna do it to. One thing the reason I've been waiting for is I gotta wait till the gas can's empty because I don't wanna get a lot of stuff put in there that's gonna clog up my carburetors. So anyway, that's it for today. Really appreciate you watching and hope you come back for the next project video. Thank you. Bye.